So, dear Dhamma practitioners, we're going to start our ongoing meditation session now. Be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line. And your right palm on your left. And gently close your eyes, please. And focus your mind to this bell sound. So while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring your attention to your body. Now observe head to toes 3 times yourself and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy. Mentally observe your body 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. And then later observe the impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness within any sensation arise in your body. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step, mentally. So following my words, mentally relax your body. When I remind the inside organs, if you don't know where it's located, or the shape or the pattern, don't worry, just have a thought. That's enough. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your whole back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your all abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. So bring attention to your body and observe the lower part of your body and see is there any sensation, tightness, heaviness. Just get a mental note. Don't change anything. Don't try to correct anything. And bring attention to your lower back area. See is there any sensation, tightness, heaviness, any pain. And observe your upper back and shoulders. And get a mental image about your whole bodily posture. Don't lift your chin up, bring your chin down. And don't drop your abdominal area. If you can, slowly keep it little bit, hold it up. If it is uncomfortable, you can release, but otherwise, remember, don't drop your belly. So chin down, your belly a little bit up, and slowly tight your buttock a little bit. So there's a connection. Now you feel from the bottom, middle, and the upper part of the body. So try to keep that connection as much as you can. So slowly place your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathing, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. In front of your nose. And allow your inhalation, exhalation to happen itself. So when the inhalation happen, recognize this is inhalation. When the exhalation happen, recognize this is exhalation. Through the sensation, not by visualizing, thinking about it or dreaming, just by sensation. So you always have to focus and follow the sensation, be with the sensation. Just get a mental limit. This is rising, this is falling. Don't interfere with any action. Don't try to do anything. Completely be neutral. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Little bit, bring more attention and see the depth and the length of the inhalation, exhalation, and recognize the beginning, the middle, end of the inhalation and exhalation. Also, each and every inhalation, exhalation has a different character, uniqueness. Some become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. And keep your attention to the sensation. Just see how the sensation change and observe the impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness. In the beginning, observing the change enough. Whatever the sensation arise, see how it change itself. Bring your attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one, out of anger or ill will, wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. Expand the capacity. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, when it comes to our ordinary life, no one can predict what will happen in the very next moment. Because our life always depends on conditions. When the conditions change, that everything change according to the conditions. That is the fundamental teachings when it comes to Buddha's teachings. So recognizing that is one of the important thing in your life, because mostly we like to plan ahead. It is nothing wrong in conventional life. Of course, you have to think ahead as parents, as in day-to-day thing, when you perform your day-to-day activities as children, as co-workers. Sometimes you have to think ahead, even personally regarding your own life. But always remember deeply, you have to have a knowledge. Even though you plan ahead, sometimes it's not going to work the way you want or as you wish. So when it go different way, you have to accept it. So that is where the Dhamma going to help you. So that is why you need to learn the Dhamma, because that Dhamma will giving you the strength to go towards whatever the situation happens, rather than fighting with it or struggling with it or running away from it or even weeping, lamenting and crying. So you accept it. That acceptance, the strength come out of the dharma that you practice. It is just not what you know, or it is not what you say. Because sometimes look at the actors, and in movies they say a lot of nice things. They say be nice to people, and they say a lot of good things. They bring a lot of teachings to them, and they talk about compassion, empathy. But how about if you little bit pinch them? They get so mad. And if somebody disturb little bit, they get so mad. So that's why whatever you say in real life, it's not going to help for you. So maybe you can tell a lot of nice things, but the greed, hatred, and the delusion not going to listen to that things. It always need the practice. So then you have to look yourself. What is the model that you develop inside you? What is you develop inside this skin? If it is related to the greed, hatred, and the delusion, it always going to become difficult. So then the teachings give you a solution. So what is the solution? So then as much as you can, when there is a possibility, get the opportunity out of that possibility and clean yourself. Don't go with it. So to do that way, you need certain wisdom, certain practice, strength, courage. So that is what giving through this kind of practice. It's little by little. It is not going to overnight turn everything. So it is a strength that you're developing. That's why it's called cultivating mind. Meditation means cultivating your mind. So that cultivating mind not going to happen overnight. But you have to little by little nourish, provide this practice to yourself. In long term, you will experience how you slowly turn it. It's like how this big flight turn. It's not going to just take a U-turn. No, little by little, they start to turn, and then it become a huge circle. But finally, they start to get into the whatever the direction they want to get. So remember, in your life, the reason is we are coming from very long time. So then we have already inbuilt current. So then suddenly you cannot switch off it. So that's why little by little, you have to turn it. So when you turn yourself, so whatever situation come in day-to-day life, remember, nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. Even though we experience for the moment things, nothing is permanent. Know that. You have to take the necessary action according to the situation in the present moment, but knowingly this anything is not permanent. So then that sometimes in life, all the plans, all the things, all the dreams start to vanish, disappear. And then still, it kind of like it start to take you completely different way. You had no idea that what will happen and where you go, but it's kind of like taking a detour. So when you take a detour, that remember that when you practice the Dharma in life, suddenly if you have to take a detour, it become a tour. You enjoy the journey rather than complaining, rather than becoming worried, disappointed, unhappy, sad. You start to enjoy, you take that as an opportunity to see the outside and the environment, or the new path that you take, and you never went through that way. So that is the strength that you have to develop. When you develop that strength, it suddenly cannot happen. There are certain basic things you have to inbuilt inside you. It's like how the computer work, how the cell phone work, how these machines work, how the TV work, because it's suddenly not going to happen. There are certain that the system program itself. So that's why you can get the necessary things out of it. So the Dharma is kind of like a programming inside you, because when then situations go wrong, things go wrong, and things start to come out according to that programming. So in that level, there is one of the most important thing that you have to develop as a quality is not to be late. So in the Buddha's teaching, and time to time Buddha mentioned about it, there was a king asked by the Buddha, Venerable Sir, we are lay people. Is there anything for lay people in this conventional life and or even for our eternal life? Is there anything helpful for us? What is the most important thing that we have to practice in as ordinary people? Not the kind of like a deep ascetic spiritual practice in day-to-day life. So then the Buddha mentioned not to be late. So not to be late, that is included to this, all the spiritual practice, all the success in conventional life. As you know, this all depend on timing. We all depend on timing. Our heartbeat to our this whole nerve system, this entire this physical, the health, and everything depend on timing. Your life related to your life depend on timing. So then you have to remember the opportunity that you gain. You may not going to get it anymore in your life. So the timing is important. When you tune to that, you start to understand how important it is. So then at the same time, when you learn that, you're not going to get panic, disappointed, and unhappy, and afraid, and also anxiety, depression. You're not going to get this kind of situations in you in a negative way. Because you know the nature of the timing and nature of the life. So that's why Buddha mentioned not to be late. So for what you should not to be late? There are few things. You have to look into your life and see, is there anything that you had in your life to become yourself as a person? Have you had any kind of like a deeper yourself dream that you dreaming yourself to become? So that's mean underneath this skin, there's something boiling inside you. So then you have to tap into it and start to do little action to fulfill that dream. Because otherwise, if you're going to die with that dream, you're always going to be worry yourself. So not to be late to address to real who you are. Remember that. If there is something deeply you planning to do, maybe you had a dream kind of like do something for your family, for your even for your village, for your friends, or somebody. There's something in you thinking, I want to do something this way. Even just not maybe just planting a tree. You every day in front of your house, you saw, oh, I want to plant the tree here. You keep thinking about it, but you never did it. And no one hold you, and no one tell, don't do this. And so if it is so, it is okay, because there is a reason. But there are things came to you to do a lot of good things in you, but you never activate that. See, it is a kind of like you had a lot of good things in you, but you never understood it. That it is deeper in you. You came with that all the good thoughts to do something, even cleaning your room, washing your clothes, or taking out some things from your house, and gardening little. That's even conventionally. Look, you had the idea, you had the plan inside you, but without any reason, it didn't die. Without any reason, you push it away. So that is a kind of like a becoming late. So it is just not only this, you attain into enlightenment. You recognizing there's a place, space that you want to plant a tree, and then you do it. It is a kind of like you fulfilling the path to enlightenment. You keep thinking, keep thinking, oh, I want to wash this cloth, I want to clean this, and I want to take these things out. And you keep thinking, and forgetting it, and you every day see it. And do you think you can attain to enlightenment by practicing meditation? It's not going to happen. Don't think it is kind of like that kind of mesmerizing your mind to you suddenly overnight going to become somebody else. No, because you transform you, that whatever the inner nature, you slowly start to clean. So the reason why you're not doing it, because deeply you have laziness, hindrance. And that laziness is come, and you pushing away. That means you become late to do that. So then whatever you have to do, just you saw it and do it. If it is necessary, you do it. And there are things that you thought yourself to get out of things. Deeper inside, you work within yourself. That is the important thing, not with the mostly outside. You work within yourself. Even when you practice meditation, that to give an example, it's like this: you sitting and you feel it's kind of like you want to find little bit comfort. So for that comfort, if you work with the outside, this is what you're going to do. You take another cushion, or you maybe change the chair, or kind of like you do with the outside material, you're struggling. It may work for a while, but this practice is different. Work with yourself is the most important. So how then you do? You feel a little bit uncomfortable, and you feel discomfort kind of like with the posture, without changing the cushion or the chair or the couch, wherever you sit. Mentally you accept it, and mentally you go with it. Not only this is just practicing. It is okay. Let it be. See, you're not going to go with the outside nature. You start to change your inner nature. That is what practice. That is what you have to learn and do, even with the people. Even with the people, the people, whoever, your husband, wife, children, friends and family members, whoever, you live with them, you know who they are. But still deeper inside you, you don't want to accept that who they are. You still, when you waiting for an opportunity to go against them, try to change them. Don't do that. Just work within yourself. Just work within yourself. That is what the practice. And when you completely transform yourself, they have no choice. If they're with you, they have no choice. They have to transform. That is the power through the practice. So then it's not going to come overnight. That's why you have to work with yourself, because there are a lot of hindrance, roots that related to this life, related to a lot of roots in day-to-day life. We don't see. So uprooting it's not easy. That's why the one of the thing you get the help out of the time. So how? Not to be late. And then it start to practice physically. Even listening to your body. Listening to your body. If you want to use the bathroom, restroom, if there is no reason to wait for that, you have to go and do it. If you want to clean, if you want to brush your teeth, if you want to clean your face, you have to go and do it. Even we eating, if you feel hungry and You want to eat without, if there is no reason, if there is you fasting or if you are doing some work, it is okay. But otherwise, if there is no reason, you have to listen to that. So you're tuning to the timing. There's a deeper language you can understand. It's a kind of like a universal language. So that's why not to be late for things. You just finish it. You just finish it. Once it become your attitude, your life going to be, because this nourishing your all the spiritual practice. How? One time Buddha mentioned, not to be late. How? It's like all the four directions rivers. When it come to it doesn't matter how big the river, when it come to ocean, that all the water become kind of like salty. All the water start to mix and depend on the sea water. So like that, that's all the spiritual practice depending from timing and not to being late and doing and the necessary time and the right timing. So in day-to-day life, start to tune to that yourself. And you feel kind of like you want to practice meditation. There's no reason, and you have time and other everything you have done. So then do it. Why you think, no, I do it later? It never going to come. Because then the next moment is another time. You may know, you don't understand, and it going to be completely opposite side. Somebody come and big drama, mess, everything mess, big fight. And you thought to practice meditation, now you are in the middle of the fight. So it's like that. But if you done in that level moment, it's completely changed. So like that, always remember, tune to the timing. Tune to the timing. And then there is a beautiful lesson you're going to get. That lesson, through like this, we cannot teach. But only thing is that what the Buddha mentioned, there are beautiful example Buddha mentioned that how this not to be late related to all the spiritual practice. Like red sandalwood, out of all the woods, the red sandalwood giving the smell, the nice, charming smell. So like that, not to being late is kind of like a conquering all the spiritual practice and changing your capacities. So it is a skill you have to develop. And most of the timing and most of the situations and most of the relationships or the whatever your goals and everything, and it all go with the timing. So if you don't take a necessary action in this very moment for whatever the things within your own life, it's not going to happen. So then when you see something good, another thing is, when you want to do something good, always remember that is the moment to do it. And when you see something to get out, that is the moment to get out. Don't wait till something. So because that what you see it because of a reason. So then use it. So like that. And other thing is, when it comes to in day-to-day life with the things, and taking time, you need to take time sometimes for things. So that is when you know how to address to time, you know how to take the time. That is a skill you gain, because mostly what we don't know how to address to time, but we think, oh, by time everything going to be okay. How you know? You don't know, because you didn't learn the art of timing. So in the first level, get into that and master yourself to go with the timing and address to the timing, and then later you understand there are things that you have to go with the timing And then by the time there are things going to change. So this is a skill. So I'll give a story for this. One time there was a old monk, and he had a very young monk. So the both of them in the middle of the jungle in a forest practicing meditation. This old monk and young monk. And then by the time this young monk got tired and not any kind of spiritual success, and he thought this life not work for me. I go back to lay life and start to do something, and I start my own way. And then one day he came to the this elder monk and told, Venerable sir, this is not going to work for me. This is wasting my time. So it is better I go back to my lay life and get married and have children and have a good time. So this old monk told, that is good. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. That is very good. But before you go, do something, because you are the only one I have as my student. So it is okay, you can go, but before you go, do something for me. What you have to do? I am very old now. I cannot do things. I need a little hut, little room for me, because by the time I get more old, and then I cannot go here and there that much. I need to stay in a very comfortable place. So you are young and you can do a lot of things. So you are strong. So then you build me a little hut, and then after that you can go. So the student was so happy. Why? Because the his high priest didn't against his idea, and he accepted. And then he got so happy. See, then the happiness came. And then the high priest told, but the thing is this, remember, when you make this hut, so whatever the action you do, each and every action, don't think about the past, don't think about the future, you completely focus to that action. That is how you have to build the place. Not by thinking, oh, then he was happy because he accept, and he going to get what he want, and he going to be free, and he told, oh, of course I will do that. So then he start to do exactly the same way. So then he start to cut the trees and make the clay, mud, and then he start to build a little by little, this little hut. And it took a few weeks, but he became so focused to that. And at the same time, in his mind, no struggle. He was so free. And he's so focused. And he keep doing. And by time to time, high priest came and told, make sure that everything is okay, because once you go in the middle of this jungle, I am alone and no one for help. So do it, it's perfect. And he became more focused and did it very perfectly, because it is, once he leave, this old high priest going to be alone. And so by the time he built the hut, little house, it became so perfect, everything, in good condition, everything came very nice. And then tomorrow he going to leave. And then the high priest told, so tomorrow you going to go. So this is the last night you going to be here. So it is better, because I can live here after you leave. It is better you stay inside this little hut tonight and practice meditation, because you're not going to do it anymore. Just practice meditation. And then because he used to build this house with the happiness and calmness and focus and everything was in his mind. And his mind was so perfect now. And he went to practice meditation. And the meditation became so perfect. And he entered the tranquility state. First absorption, second absorption, third absorption, fourth absorption, all the hindrance disappeared. And then he attained to by the morning he attained to the enlightenment. See, this is what called detour, the life. When a situation comes, you cannot struggle, you cannot say no to people, because when somebody comes, when a husband, wife, children, parents, brothers, sisters come to you, remember, I'll tell you a secret. Don't so when they come to you to tell something, remember, they already know what you're going to say. They already know. But why they come to you? They already know what you're going to do, and they know what they want to do. That's how is life. Remember that. They come for a conversation. Deeply they know everybody is the same. So don't resist. See the high priest, how the high priest did. When this young monk, he's young, in the middle of the jungle, he can even escape from, without telling. There are monks like that. They disappear suddenly. No one can find. No. So then look at the high priest, what he did. He, in the very first level, he accepted rather than resisting. That is what one of the good quality when it comes to the Buddha's character. Whoever come to Buddha, the very first level Buddha, open his heart to that person. Remember yourself, if you close your heart, if you close your hands, if you divide from others, if you draw the lines, if you build the walls between you and others, even in your mind, they know that. Everybody know that. You know that when somebody smile you and say, okay, yes, I like that. You know they don't like it. You know that. The same way that other people also. Maybe they're not going to tell anything. They're not going to do anything in the moment, but deeply they start to find a way to make a plan to go against that. So that's how it life. So then what you have to do, the very first level, open your heart and accept it and respect it. But at the same time, you can detour them. You can slowly convert and slowly turn them to something. If you have the clear wisdom and understanding, then they're going wrong way, and the children and your brothers, sisters, or the family members, friends, if you know they are in the wrong way, slowly, little by little, you can apply something to that, replace something. That whatever you replace something within them should include with the awareness. That is the important thing. So the awareness means you tune to the timing. So teach people to tune to the timing. Don't go against with their ideas. So teach children. Don't tell, don't do this, don't do that. They will listen to that, but somehow they're going to do more than that when they have time. But teach them to be focused and tuned to the timing. So that is what called be in the moment. And that is the best solution for most of mental disease. being in the moment. So in the first level, so whatever you do, start to bring your maximum strength and effort to be focused and do things. And by the time you will see, you recover. So you can heal people through that way. Teach them to be focused. And that is the best way, not to be late. So that is a way that you recover yourself, and that is a way that you teach others to how to recover themselves. You're giving opportunity for them to recover. So by the time, and each and everybody need to be comfortable in their heart. And when it comes to meditation, remember, it is not even in meditation, whatever you do, you making cup of tea or coffee, and you cooking, and you cleaning, and you go to sleep, never do it with the unhappy mind. It become poison. It become poison. Even you go to sleep with unhappy mind, you accumulating kind of like demerits. So that's why never do that. So then you have to find a balance inside you to do how to recover yourself. That is the way that you come to the point to go with the time. You get the help out of the time. You just do with things with the timing. So whatever you do, bring the focus and attention and do it. And by the time you will see how things can change. And then there is a wisdom in you, and you know how it happened. And then sometimes you can wait. Sometimes you no need to do anything. But without that wisdom, if you come to the point, oh, by the time everything will happen, it's not going to happen. So by the time things can happen only for qualified people, that qualified people means the people who know sacrifice things and know the art of timing. They are the one who get the best out of timing. So then when it comes to meditation, when it comes to spiritual practice, when it comes to your conventional life, in the beginning you have to master the timing. So once you master the timing, you know the art of the timing, that is where you can learn how to deal with the timing. And that is where you can wait without frustration and without any kind of tightness, without boiling inside you. You know how things happen because you mastered it. So otherwise, don't allow it to happen. It drag you to laziness. It drag you to demerit. It drag you laziness, going to take you to mistakes. And the mistake take you to disappointment. Disappointment take you to unhappiness. Unhappiness take you to miseries and the fear, unsatisfaction. When it go to unsatisfaction, it affect for your all the self abilities. Once it affect for your self abilities, it affect for your self responsibilities. Once something affect for your self responsibilities, it affect for your self confidence. If something affect for your self confidence, your life cannot go forward. So that's why in day-to-day life, remember, don't be late. And at the same time, take it kind of like a spiritual practice. And always remember that in life, if you practice that way, the whatever the situation come, that any situation, you can handle, you can manage. Not only that, you know how to get the best out of your life. Not only that, even in case if you have to guide somebody, you know how to direct them, and you know how to get the best out of their life also. That is the power of learning, and that is the power of practice, and that is the power of sharing. When opportunity come to you, if somebody come, and if there is a decision you have to take out of their life, out of that decision, if their life going to become miserable, sad, worry, unhappy, see, you fail. So when a time come to take a decision, even regarding your children, regarding your husband, regarding your wife, even regarding your friends sometimes, if you cannot direct them to the best solution to get the best out of them, you are so dangerous for them. It is better you stay away from them rather than going with them. Look at that high priest. That's the thing, that when he got the decision, when he had the opportunity to take a decision, he direct that the student to attain into the enlightenment. So that is what, as a father, as a mother, as a brother, as a husband, wife, there are situations come in your life. And you have to take decisions sometimes regarding for their life. It is a major decision. And you have to take it. So then are you having capability to take the decision, direct them to the best towards their own life? So that is why when you master this, when you practice this, that is the skill that you gain out of your own life. Not only that, so then everybody around you going to be blessed. Why? Because everybody know that whatever the decision you take regarding them, it's going to be the best for them also. So be a person like that way. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cha ammehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vang hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.